What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Sports Degenerate Podcast. Today we got another waiver wire episode for Week 8. For the people that are new, I post a separate episode for each position. So whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on the podcast, check out my feed. There will be a separate episode for quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end. Let's hop into it. I have 4 tight ends for you guys. All of these players are 33% rostered or less, so they should be pretty available in your leagues. My number 1 tight end pickup for Week 8 is Hunter Henry. Henry was on the waiver wire list last week, and he had another good game last week as well. In Drake May's 2 starts, Henry has seen 5 or more targets and ended up with 13 or more points in both games. I think Henry continues to see a lot of targets with Drake May. Number 2 is Noah Fant. He has been solid recently. He has 2 straight games with at least 10 points, and in those games, he has 4 or more catches. So Geno has been targeting him a lot. The Seahawks also play the Bills this week, so I think this game will have a lot of passing. So Fant might benefit again. Not to mention, DK Metcalf is probably not going to play for the next couple of weeks. He got hurt, so that's more targets in this offense for Fant to benefit. Number 3 is Jonnu Smith. He's had 2 good games in a row, both over 11 points. All of them came after Tua went out. Like he saw a bigger role once Tua went out, so there are no guarantees he gets the same value with Tua playing. But it's worth chasing because this Dolphins offense with Tua is one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. We've seen it before. So there's going to be weekly upside with Jonnu Smith. And at this point, because he's been performing so good, I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to be a big part of the game plan. Number 4 is Ja'Tavion Sanders. He is a rookie tight end for the Panthers, and he has 2 straight games with 6 or more targets. And in those 2 games, he has 9 points and 12 points. The Panthers play the Broncos, who do have a great defense, but they're surprisingly not that good against tight ends. The Broncos allow over 11 points per game to tight ends. And just from a matchup perspective, the Broncos pass rush is elite. They are going to be all over Andy Dalton. So I think Sanders being a check down short area target is going to be important for this game. So I think he continues to get a good amount of volume. I also want to bring up some streaming defenses for you guys. I have 3 options, all of them 33% rostered or less, so they should be pretty available. All of these options I really like, actually. We have some good options this week. Number 1 is the Chiefs. The Chiefs have only allowed a team over 20 points once this year, and the Chiefs have been elite on film as well. Their run defense is top 5 in the league, and we know the Chiefs are always good at bringing pressure with Spagnuolo as the defensive coordinator. This week, they play the Raiders, which is a great matchup. I love the Chiefs this week. Number 2 is the Packers. I said this last week. We have to start considering the Packers as an elite defense. They have forced at least 1 turnover in every single game this year. Some games, multiple turnovers. And they just held the Texans to 21 points. This week, they play the Jaguars, which is a great matchup. And number 3 is the Chargers. The Chargers have been the best defense in the NFL when it comes to points allowed. They haven't even allowed a team to score 20 points all year. This week, they play the Saints with a rookie quarterback in Spencer Rattler. The Chargers defense is about to feast. The only reason I have them 3rd is just because they played on Monday night, so they have less rest than the Saints, so they're going to be more tired, so maybe tired legs. But I still like them because the matchup is so good. So those are 3 streaming defenses for you guys. Like I said, I have a separate waiver wire episode for each position. So go check all of them out. Like always, if you have any questions about fantasy, either comment on the podcast, comment on YouTube, or DM me on social media. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love all of you.